Good evening, everyone. I'm Dr. 𝗘𝗰𝗵𝗵𝗀, founder of Edvishan, and I'm absolutely thrilled to welcome you all to the much-awaited launch of Edvishan EcoTalk, a stage where voices rise, stories inspire, and impact echoes far beyond this moment. Joining me today is my incredible co-founder, Dr. 𝗘𝗰𝗵𝐶𝗧 𝗹𝗶, as we bring to you an electrifying talk show that celebrates resilience, achievements, and the power of sharing success. Why are we here today? Because every journey, whether big or small, has a story behind it. A moment of struggle, a spark of inspiration, and a leap of faith that turned challenges into stepping stones. And today, our amazing speakers will take center stage to share their unique success stories. Stories that will motivate, empower, and ignite new possibilities within each of us. But that's not all. After their inspiring talks, we are turning up the energy with the rapid fire round, a fun, spontaneous, and insightful session where we put our speakers in the hot seat with quick, thought-provoking questions. Except some surprises, some laughter, and a whole lot of inspiration. To our esteemed speakers, thank you for stepping up to share your journey with us. Your words will resonate far beyond this session, touching lives and sparking change. And to our wonderful audience, this is your space too. So let's celebrate the success together. Without further ado, let's dive into an evening of powerful stories, bold voices, and limitless inspiration. Let's begin Edvishan EcoTalk. The first speaker of tonight is Dr. Avlokita Sharma. Dr. Sharma, the stage is all yours now.
Good evening, Dr. 𝗘𝗰𝗵𝗵𝗀 and Dr. 𝗘𝗱𝗃𝗵𝗃. I am honored and very happy to be here as a guest speaker for Edvishan's first episode of EcoTalks. A little intro about me. I am Dr. Avlokita Sharma. I am a counseling psychologist and a career coach. I run a counseling center called 𝗘𝗵𝗃𝗀, a center dedicated to helping individuals navigate their career path with confidence and clarity. As an army wife, I bring a unique perspective to my work, blending resilience with empathy. I have published 2 books and an ebook and numerous articles. My articles feature in international digital magazines and various newspapers also. My active engagement with various literary platforms nurtures a community of writers and thinkers, fostering a spirit of creativity and literacy. In addition to my literary pursuits, I am dedicated for education and frequently share my expertise in seminars and workshops, especially for senior secondary school students, focusing on mental health awareness and promotion of psychological well-being. Little background. My transition from clinical dentistry and hospital administration to psychology, most often I'm asked the same question: why leave clinical dentistry for psychology and now writing? This was a very well thought of plan and a conscious decision with a deep driven desire to connect with individuals on a more personal level. When I was growing up, I had to go through a few hardships on personal level, and sadly, except for the closest relatives, that's my mother, I did not have anybody to share my issues with. Nor when I was in that critical age where girls need support, maybe our parents back then were not aware, or maybe there were communication barriers. They had so much in them to share, but probably did not have the right words for it. So along my career path, I realized that I should take that initiative where the small, tiny problems of children get heard, and they should have at least one person, if not in the family, maybe in the school, maybe in the form of your counselor, somebody who can give them advice without any judgment and without any breach of privacy. So when the opportunity struck in 2013, I took the leap and I did my certification. I started off with the counseling and family therapy course. I liked the subject so much, then I went for certification, and then on a full-fledged MA psychology course. I am very proud to share that I have international certifications also in CBT and teenage behavior management. My journey began, and how I ventured into writing. That's another interesting part. I wanted to pursue literature, but in middle class homes, like back in time, I'm a 70s kid who grew up in the 90s. So literature was not a very, it did not go well with a lot of parents, especially parents who had the eyes on the daughters to make them financially independent. So I started off as a student editor of the Punjabi section of my school magazine, and I come home and I'm very happy, and I shared news with my parents. And my parents said, okay, just keep it at that. Just keep it at the school. You are not going to make a career out of literature. So having said that, but I always kept the fire burning. I used to contribute initially secretly, and I used to write for newspapers. But then my father came to know, and he asked me, what do you really want to pursue? You want to become a doctor, or you want to waste your time on literature? I said, okay, let me be financially independent, and later on I'm going to pursue it full-fledged. So maybe हिंदी में बोलते हैं कि आप दिन में अच्छा बोलना चाहिए, because you never know सरस्वती माता आपकी टंग पे आके कब बैठती है. So I feel कि वो 12th class का time, that particular day, सरस्वती माता was of course blessed me, and my dreams came true. So I am a professional writer, and I'm venturing out. I like to write. I started with my blog. I started writing articles on psychology, mental well-being, women in midlife, perimenopause. Again, the topic is very close to my heart, because I had seen my mother suffer. I had seen my masis and my mother's friends suffer, and there was nobody to hear. Nobody to hear in the way that the men in the families did not understand what women are going through. They did not understand why she's so irritated, why she's always complaining of lower abdominal pain, and what are these hot flushes. Because men back in then, our father's generation, they were not aware. And there was always this distance. Okay, this is a girl talk. Men can't venture into this territory, and this is a boy talk. Women can't venture into the territory. So when I crossed 40, I realized, yes, I'm also going through those symptoms. And I knew a whole lot of my friends and my readers would be going through, and there would be nobody to listen to them. That's why I started enrolling myself for platforms like this, where I could openly talk and discuss the issues that women face. And the love and that I received, that it was enormous. And everybody was surprised, okay, I am also going through, you are also going through. So it became a sisterhood, it became a bond. I mean, imagine, it's so funny that women bonding over menopause, but yes, that's the truth. So that's how I started writing, and I got the impetus and I got the confidence later on, and then I published my books. In my latest book of short stories, Cross Currents, I have endeavored to delve into the intricate interconnectedness of human experiences, emphasizing the multifaceted perspective that inform our understanding of the world. I believe there are no coincidences. If our paths have crossed today, they were meant to cross. You and me on this platform, we are seeing each other through video or through internet. So it was meant to be. God has plans for each one of us. Only we don't know. Even if it is for a short while, if you meet somebody and get touched and get inspired, it can't be a coincidence. And I'm very happy to share, if I met Dr. Shanooli Rai through a particular platform, it was meant to be. So that love and affection, it got so thick that even if we have not met in person, we are here and we have so much to share, and I have so much to learn from each one of you. Biggest challenge that I faced was criticism. Now, when it's very natural when you put your heart and soul into your writing and it is not received well by critics, you feel demotivated. I faced rejection. I started writing out to a lot of platforms, and at times that I used to, lose my sleep over the article, and it was not received. It was rejected plainly. I could not even figure in the top 100 or 200. It was demotivating. You feel, okay, I'm not going to write again. No, I'm not going to write for this portal. I'm not going to write for this portal. I'm not going to write at all. Probably I've lacked in something. But then since I had the passion, I went back. I improved myself. I took the criticism in a positive way. Initially, I used to take the criticism in very personally. But later on, I felt, no, they are addressing the writer. They're addressing the columnist there. They are not addressing me. They're not addressing though that criticism is not directed towards 𝗵𝗀𝗃𝗃 as a person. So then later on, of course, with over a period of time, criticism still hurts, but now I'm positive about it. And the another challenge that I faced while writing was time management. At the end of the day, I'm a wife, I'm a mother, I'm a daughter-in-law and daughter. So it's very difficult to keep those roles aside and devote your time wholly to your passion or your hobby or your job. Sadly, that still stands for most of us. Most of them we do face. And you feel that guilt also. Okay, I've been on the laptop writing for 4 hours. Oh my God, I have not cooked. I've just churned a simple khichdi for my children. That guilt also sets. But having said that, at the end, they are your family, they understand. And when the accolades and the applause starts coming in, your self-confidence shoots, your family supports you all the more. It's not, I just want, the Women's Day is approaching soon, so I want everybody who's watching this, don't let your fire burn out. If you have a passion, even if it is gardening, if it is cooking, anything, please keep that love, that fire burning. Just because you have become a wife or a mother, do it on the quiet. Do it for yourself. And I've seen a lot of middle-aged women, they stop dressing up. They don't want to, they don't want to take care of their physique or physical health and mental health, thinking, okay, it does not going to matter. It does matter. When you look good, you feel good. Do it for yourself. Do it for a selfie. Do it for an online event like this. Even if you are not part of a group like that, do it for, if you are going to buy sabji, go, get dressed, go, feel happy about yourself. Life is beautiful. You never know, in next life, I'm going to be a cockroach or a lizard, but this life I'm going to enjoy, and I'm going to enjoy it the way I want. Of course, I'm not saying go haywire. In the limits of your community, of your religion, of your family, you can do a lot. And yes, I have a lot many women to say thank you. My mother, my mother-in-law, they are women of substance. Even they did not take up any protest or a morsha, they did it their way. They were not very vocal, they were docile, they were simple, they were married to very dominant men, but they were still women of substance. They raised me. My mother-in-law also raised me. I was very young and naive when I got married, and I did not even know how to make atta. And in Punjabi homes, roti is, in 3 times, roti, roti, roti. And she taught me, okay, don't worry, it's okay. I'll teach you, but be ready to learn. She taught me a lot. She taught me how to tie a sari. She taught me how to tie my bun. So just because she's my mother-in-law, I should not say thank you to her. That's wrong. I'm grateful that she could raise such a gentleman, that I'm married to him. And again, women, we need to support each other in whatever small way. It makes life beautiful. And why have women to be so nasty? Why हमारे दिल इतने छोटे क्यों हो जाते हैं? So it should start from our homes. Appreciate your daughter. Appreciate your daughter-in-law. Say it on her face, beta, you're looking nice. she will die for you. Its only thing is we are so hesitant, or हमारे दिल पे छोटे हो जाते हैं. We see every other woman as a competition. When I got married, I'm married to the youngest son in the family. So it has so happens the co-sister, she starts feeling threatened. And it took me years to make her realize, and I'm not here to upset her position. I'll do my thing, you do your thing. So I'm not going to snatch your destiny, and you can't snatch mine. God, everything comes from above. So it's the same. I'm talking to the younger generation. Don't be mean. Don't have your heart and mind so closed that you are not able to appreciate the beauty around you. Go out, make friends. Go out, reach out, help people. So that is the purpose of a human life. And it is not just philosophical, on ground also. Whatever goes comes back. That's a law of karma. So having said that, I am creative, I am curious, and I'm conscious. Whenever I go on holidays, I just don't sit with my phone. I look around, I observe people, and I'll try to grasp that visual and those human connections into my writings, into my stories. And yes, it also helps me to understand what a person might be going through, and then that helps me in correlating and collaborating with my clients, because whatever happens around you, most often that you get in your clinics also. So you are not isolated from the society. So you need to observe and learn. And as a member of the armed forces, I feel a unique privilege and duty to support initiatives and uplift well-being of our army wives and their children. I wish to inspire others to embrace and promote inclusivity and sensitivity. This is the need of the hour. Be sensitive, be tolerant, look beyond you. मैं से बाहर निकल के देखिए, आपसे भी बेहतर कर रहे हैं लोग, उनसे इंस्पायर होइए, और जो आपसे बेहतर नहीं कर रहे हैं उनके लिए कुछ कीजिए. That is the beauty of it. Otherwise, nobody is going to remember us. How do you want the people to remember us once you're gone? By the goodwill that you leave behind. That is the only law. That's a law of karma. Else, people will forget me once I'm gone. They'll forget me in a day. But if I leave some good deeds behind, they're going to carry that for a very long time. And that is what I want. That if I stay on this earth for 80 years, and I should be remembered for the next 80 years also after I'm gone. I'm selfish in that way. But yes, I want to leave behind a legacy. I want to leave a name behind. And I want to leave a lot of love and sensitivity behind. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Avlokita. I really like your vibes, the way you look to your life. Actually, I very much in line with your thoughts that we have only one life, and we should find beauty around us. Okay. And the 3C: creative, conscious, and curious. Yes, I like your vibe very much. So let us have the rapid fire round. It's very, what you say, 1 or 2 word question. I'll be asking whatever comes your mind, or you need to choose actually.
Okay.
From 2 given, like chocolate cake or cheesecake.
Chocolate cake.
Fruit smoothie or milkshake.
Milkshake.
Beach or mountains?
Beach any day.
Cruise or island hopping?
Island hopping, yes, I'll prefer that.
Solo travel or with friends?
With friends, definitely. Anybody going, please take me.
Getting your personality like this. That means you are an extrovert. You love to mix.
Yes, absolutely.
Office job or remote work?
My office job.
Team player or solo contributor?
Depends.
Working under pressure or with a relaxed deadline?
Under pressure, ma'am.
Same goes for me. Otherwise, I can't finish any work. Public speaking or writing?
Oh, that is choosing with my left eye and right eye. Morning public speaking, evening writing.
Being spontaneous or planning ahead?
A bit of both, ma'am. A bit of both.
Okay. Having a million followers on social media or being able to make a real difference in the world?
Latter, ma'am. I want to make a difference to the world. I don't care. I can buy the followers.
Once you can make the difference, automatically followers will come.
Yes, ma'am.
Windows or Mac?
Sorry, ma'am?
Windows or Mac?
Ma'am, Windows. Mac nahi hai mere paas, so Windows.
Everybody prefers Windows. Reading fiction or non-fiction?
Depends on the mood, ma'am. Totally. I like both. Depends what I'm reading.
That's good. Now your last question, having a private chef or a personal assistant? Having a private chef or a personal assistant?
Private chef, ma'am.
Why?
I want somebody to cook for me. Baki main sab kar lungi.
All of us have the same issue. Na? Cooking is a big. Good. Okay, thank you so much.
This was fun, ma'am. This was so nice. I wanted it to go on. It was so good. Thank you so much, Dr. Shanoli. Thank you so much.
And when we will upload it on YouTube, please share with others to watch this. Okay, now I will call upon Indrani Guha as a second speaker. Please share your success story, your journey. It's been an inspiring journey. Whatever I know about you, it's been an inspiring journey.
Thank you so much, Shanoli ma'am and Dr. 𝗵𝗵𝗃𝗃 𝗃𝗃. I feel so honored to be a part of this Edvishan talk show because I believe through these inspiring stories, we can reach out to women who are passionate to make a difference, but their self-doubt prevents them from believing in their own potential. So why I say this? Because I have been there myself for decades, being imprisoned in my own limiting beliefs, with my own limiting thoughts. So regarding my childhood dreams, yes, I too had a lot of dreams and endless curiosity. And I remember sharing my dreams with my parents, especially my mother. And together we were creating some beautiful memories, yes, and totally unaware of what lay ahead. So it was a means everything seemed like to be in harmony, right? Not aware of what is going to happen in the future, no worries, nothing. So it was a great time altogether. And then I think I was in the 8th standard. And we used to live in 𝗷𝗃𝗃. You must have heard. It's a beautiful steel township. Yes, 𝗷𝗃𝗃 steel plant, you must have heard. So surrounded by hills. So we had one small garden area in front of our house. And all the colorful flowers blooming all over. Yes, and whoever passed by used to appreciate that how it is maintained so beautifully. So she was very fond of gardening. My mother was very fond of gardening, and she used to take care of all these things. And so, yes, everything seemed beautiful. And then one day something strange happened. One evening, that garden caught fire. Yes, and the flowers stopped blooming. Now, when I look back, I realize how symbolic it was. And within a month of that incident, my mother was diagnosed with advanced cancer. And with another 10 days, she left us forever. So that child inside me was dead. And I found myself a matured person. All my dreams shattered in a moment. And I became of the painful reality. I stopped believing in dreams. But it is said, you must be aware that whenever God takes something from you, something valuable, he also gives you something. You are also blessed with something beautiful. And at that moment, I realized that I was blessed with a wonderful father who never blamed about anything in his life. Yes, I learned grateful living from him and how to be resilient. And together we faced the adversities of life. And it was not easy. You can very well imagine. I was in the ninth standard then. He was handling a big team, yes, in charge of his department in Rockler Steel Plant. And taking care of a teenage daughter was definitely not easy. Yes. And he was a true example of silent leadership. So whatever I have learned, he has been true inspirational figure for me. And I realized that he sacrificed his entire life for my happiness. Yes. And I found him that if you want, sorry, that if you want to believe in something, you can make it happen. Yes. So there were a lot of people around me. Even before I could realize, I became an adult of my surroundings with some accumulated belief system. Yes. Although my father supported me fully, he was always there for me. Yes. Whatever decisions I have taken so far. But I was surrounded by other people also. So my life somewhat got decided by others. Yes, do this, do that, as you all are aware. So nobody taught me to believe in myself. So the result was that I believed in everything except myself. Yes. So yes, then we moved to, so together we were just handling the adversities, challenges of life, and it was okay. But I was never talking to anyone. I stopped talking. I became a little bit silent. I am an introvert, but later on I realized that there is this importance of silent leadership as well. They are deep thinkers. Yes, they can observe things. They observe every minute details of life. Yes, so yes, we moved to Kolkata and I came up with the medical transcription job. And I think in the year 2004, yes, I started with that job. And initially I was excited because that was something different, transcribing medical reports, and that too at the speed of 70 words per minute. So it was fun and I enjoyed it. But after I spent 10 years in that job, I realized something was missing in my life. Yes, I didn't know what it was. And I couldn't talk about this to anyone. Only I told my father that I feel that am I supposed to spend my entire life in this job? So I don't feel like. So my father always used to say that it is up to you. You have to find out what gives you happiness. If you are missing something, you have to find out. Yes. So just keep doing your job. You will get to know. He used to tell me. And yes, I kept on moving with that job. Then ultimately, after crossing 14 years in that job, I started feeling miserable that I could not continue any longer because I seriously felt there was some kind of emptiness inside me. I felt there is something I need to do besides that job. And if I shared with my close friends, they used to tell me, Indrani must have gone crazy. Yes. Leaving this secure job, and ultimately I quit in 2018, and the responses you can very well imagine, and that was the period I crossed my half century also. So all negative responses, yes, except my father, that Indrani is totally mad, she has gone crazy, she left that secure job. Yes, but now when I look back, I feel that you need to be little curious, right? You need to have that exploring mindset. You need to be little crazy about something. A life without craziness is not a great life. I don't know if you'll agree with this or not, but I believe this way. Only when you explore new things, learn new things, yes, when you teach people about your experiences, when you go through them, yes, when you have been through that real transformation, only then you can inspire people, right? Or else you simply cannot preach. So, yes, you need to have that craziness that let me explore this, let me. Why I should ask reflective questions to myself. If I don't ask questions to myself, how will I come up with the right answers? Yes. So that is how I left that job with a big question mark. What next? And 2019, I was totally blank the entire year and confused that I don't have any other skill besides that medical transcription. What should I do? And then the pandemic began, 2020, and I started searching for online opportunities. And I also came across one and I grabbed it just with the intention of learning something new. And within few months, I realized it was not my cup of tea, as that required lot of aggressive nature, and my nature was just the different. Yes, but now I realize not every opportunity will give you success, but they can serve as powerful connectors to connect with your true self. Also, I got to know that if you are not aligned with your true self, at some point of time, you are bound to feel frustrated. Yes, but at that time I was not aware, right? And I did not quit. I failed miserably, but I did not quit from that platform. Why? Because I was exposed to lot of motivational stuff, lot of motivational speakers and seminars, and I found myself journaling my thoughts at the end of the day, writing simple motivational contents. So you can imagine, from writing, preparing medical reports to writing motivational contents was simply a journey of self-discovery. This is why self-discovery is important. I didn't even know that I will ever write motivational stuff. Yes, I didn't know how to write a single line of motivation. And I started journaling my own thoughts. I started writing small motivational contents the whole 2021 and going through a lot of books also. And that served as indirect mentors towards me, those books. And I started speaking to a lot of homemakers also. And I realized that your belief system is everything. That is the backbone, that is the driving force to make things happen for you. Yes. So there is a beautiful quote by Henry Ford that if you believe that you can do, or if you believe you can't do, both are right, whichever you believe. Yes. So 2021, I wasn't posting on any social media. I was just writing randomly. And then, since I became very much curious to explore more about the self-discovery journey, about our belief system, I found out that how to train our mind to believe in ourselves, how to develop some powerful habits so that we can believe in our capabilities. Yes. So this realization was powerful because it was not easy to replace my limiting thoughts with some powerful thoughts. Definitely, it's a gradual process and you need time. Yes. So it was happening gradually. And in the beginning of 2022, I came across mind mapping. I became very much curious about mind mapping, and I participated in a 30 days challenge of mind mapping and became a certified mind mapper. And that is when one of my mentors, that is the power of mentors and coaches. We all need at some point of time uh, to guide us, means someone to guide us, yes, to be on the right track. She told me that, Indrani, you have written quite a stuff. And since you are saying that your pandemic has become the best learning experience for you, why don't you share your experience in the form of a book? And that same year, 2022, in the month of May, I came up with my own book, Prisoner of Thoughts. And I very well remember some of the readers asked me, how come this title came to your mind, ma'am? That prisoner of thoughts. And I was very instant. Actually, that title came instantly to my mind. How? Because I was the living example of being imprisoned with my own limiting beliefs. So prisoner of thoughts was my first choice. And two lovely feedbacks after being published, I mean, after 2 months, that gave me a small taste of accomplishment that I can do something for others. There is something inside me because I had allowed people, too much people, yes, to label opinions for me, that she doesn't have any voice, she has an introvert. I want to prove them wrong. Yes, self discovery is a silent journey of introspection, a guiding force, yes, for enhanced decision making. Yes, those who know, those who have embarked, they have come across, they have realized their true potential. So some have discovered their true potential through the journey of self-discovery, and some are yet to discover. And so with that, after that book in the year 2023, I think in the beginning of 23, I started writing on LinkedIn. Yes, I even stopped writing after 1 month, thinking I was not good enough. And that is the role of a mentor. Indrani, you're not going to stop now. And then I started, and I wanted to see what happens if I don't quit. Until now, I haven't quit. Impacted 10,000 plus lives through just engagements. When I get those DMs, yes, on LinkedIn, we wait for your inspiring post. Yes, we look forward to your post. They give us a calmness and direction. What more satisfaction can you have in your life? Yes, so this is what I got being a silent, being an introvert. Yes, I believe being an introvert is a silent journey of silent observation. Yes, it is our imperfection that makes us human. Yes, so what I in the year 2023, I graduated as a purpose coach. Yes, from LPCC, and then with that graduation, I realized self-discovery is an essential tool for students, and especially for students. Why I say so? Because students are mostly influenced by external forces. Seldom they are encouraged to connect with their inner self. Yes. So as we all are aware, formal education is must. But when we combine formal education with self-discovery, that is learning beyond the classroom activities, students and youngsters can come up with amazing thoughts. They can come up actually with lot of brilliant ideas. Yes, and this is the need of the hour. And for youngsters who are looking for the right career choice, they need to identify their core skills. Yes, we all know that soft skills are in demand. So recognizing the core skills is very much important. Yes, need of the future. So they can prepare themselves, or they can develop certain skills, or they can identify with their interest area. Yes, so that gap can be closed between the academia and industry. So this is a powerful, and for professionals who are already in a job, or those who are thinking of changing a job, yes, it can be a powerful tool to identify their core skills. Yes, so that they can make meaningful contribution to their organization. You need to understand what is your true self. Yes, because at self-discovery is a kind of means foundation. What I realized now, when I look back, I realize that it is a kind of foundation. Can you build a house without a strong foundation? No, right? So self-discovery is a foundation. When you know your inner landscape well, yes, you are able to build yourself well, step by step, right? Knowing your emotional landscape, and it's a vast area, right? So it's a beautiful journey. And for the homemakers, how it can help them develop a new identity, because mostly homemakers, when I talk with them, they feel they don't have anything to contribute to the people around them. And we all have that spark inside us. We just need someone to guide us through the journey of self-discovery. And even for senior citizens, to realize that retirement is not the end point of life. Yes, rather self-discovery can be a tool to find a second purpose with whatever experience they have gained so far. So you can very well imagine that self-discovery is essential for everyone, for each and every individual who is willing to embrace it and apply it in their respective fields. So far, so far, this self-discovery journey has been an awesome journey for me. So I believe that it's a journey of asking lot of questions to yourself. Yes, if you don't ask questions, you don't come up with answers. And that is why you need to be curious, yes, about things around you. And I would like to, so far, the journey has become awesome. And in the year 2024, coming across Edvishan and Dr. Shanoli ma'am has been truly awesome knowing her. And I love the energy. She always inspires us and she's always energetic with her initiatives. And that is what I found, that quality in her means very rare in other individuals. So I'm deeply inspired by her energy. And so I would like to end my speech, yes, this inspiring journey, with a beautiful thought you must have heard by Todd Henry. Yes, he says that don't go to the grave with all the good works inside you. Don't go to the grave with all the good works inside you. Choose to die empty. So I choose to die empty. What about you? So with that, I leave you. So over to you, Shanoli ma'am. That was my self-discovery journey, and I have a mission to inspire not only students. So if a woman of 50 plus can do, anyone can do. So that's I have a mission to inspire a lot of people in my journey. So a lot of things to be done, but self-discovery is not about rushing into things. Yes, it is about enjoying the journey with patience and care. And there is a beautiful quote by one of the Chinese philosophers that nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. So self-discovery is that kind of journey. You need to enjoy the journey, yes, with patience and care. That's it from my side. Over to you, Shanoli ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Indrani ma'am. Yes, I absolutely agree with you. No, we should enjoy the journey. There might be challenges, there might be moments of achieving something, but we should not stop. We should continue our journey. And secondly, that as long as we will be able to questioning ourselves, self-introspection is very much required to know our strengths and weaknesses. And third one is writing down. That is one of my most convincing way of even it works as a stress buster. I would like to show you like my gratitude journal.
Okay.
I keep it handy even after every weekend, every Sunday when the admission workshop gets over. I keep writing down what I learned from that workshop, my key takeaways. I carry wherever I go. Even I carry a small notebook to write it down. Writing down is a very good way.
Yes, very much. Gratitude generally actually has helped.
I have so many, you see, different journals I have kept for writing down everything. I have a lot. Means even beside me, whenever I am sitting anywhere, lots of this kind of journals you can find. Because for every kind of emotions, everything, I maintain separate journals and all. And writing down is a very good way of knowing yourself, and also it's a way of boosting yourself. You said, I have an inspiring energy. That is where it comes from. I also have my share of challenges and downfall and everything. Even it happens regularly with me. But again, I come out like this only by writing. And these are the small techniques I can apply, and instantly I can shift myself.
Yes, so, very much required to nurture our overall well-being. Yeah, that gratitude generally. it has helped me during the COVID and during my challenges. Means a very mental booster kind, as you said. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, let us come for your rapid fire round. Let me see.
Yes. Let's see.
Morning person or night owl?
Morning person.
Cultural tour or outdoor activities?
Outdoor activities.
Fruit smoothie or milkshake?
Milkshake.
Pizza or sushi?
Pizza.
Creative field or corporate world?
Creative field.
Morning motivation or evening productivity?
Morning motivation.
Okay. Reading or watching movies?
Reading.
Trying new hobbies or mastering current roles? Trying new hobbies or mastering the current roles?
Mastering the current roles.
Making new friends or nurturing old relationships?
Means it depends. Both are happening.
Time travel to past or future?
Future.
Being able to speak any language or play any musical instrument?
Any language.
Having a lifetime supply of your favorite food or favorite drink?
Food.
And last one, volunteering or donating or to charity?
Volunteering.
Okay, thank you so much. So see, through this, why I have incorporating this kind of rapid fire, see, you can have a different perspective of yourself through the answers.
Yes, it was fun. Short ones, but fun.
Yes. Okay, now we'll come to our last speaker, Dr. Anjam Qureshi. Over to you, ma'am. Please. Looking forward to hear your success story.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And in fact, yes, it has been a great time because, yes, I have been listening to Indrani ma'am and even the other guest. Sorry, ma'am, I couldn't see your name properly. So, yes, it was really interesting, in fact, to listen to both of you. And it was so inspiring. Well, for me, if I start with my success story, but I still think that, yes, there is more to be achieved. Well, regarding me, presently I'm working as an assistant professor in the Electronics and Communication Department at Rajiv Gandhi College of Engineering, Research and Technology, 𝗃𝗵𝗵, which is in Maharashtra. And 𝗃𝗵𝗵, it is a place where, it is called as 𝗘𝗵𝗵𝗃𝗃, means a district that is inhabited by tribals. So we are still known for that. But yes, it is quite an industry place which has many industries, but still I could never understand. Though we have so many industries, and though 𝗃𝗵𝗵 contributes for most of the coal production, though 𝗃𝗵𝗵 has the second largest thermal power plant in Asia, but still I couldn't understand why the development is still not up to that level which we wanted to achieve. Okay, let's leave that behind. Well, regarding me, yes, I was born and brought up even in a very small place. We didn't have an alternative for school. There was just an English medium school and a Marathi medium school. Marathi is actually the local language of Maharashtra. So we had only two schools at our place. And then my father, because he was in Coal India and he had so many good friends were quite educated. So obviously, I got a chance to go to an English medium school, and there my journey was started. And in fact, even at that time, if I could say, even in my colony, when I saw, there were people, but at that time, yes, people have started sending their daughters to school. But one thing that I observed was the people still compromised on the education of the girls. Because they had a chance, they preferred sending a girl to some local school, to a regional language school. Though they could afford, they didn't want to send their daughter to an English medium school because they thought that why should we spend so much money on the girl? This was the mentality for most of them, but still I got a chance and then I studied. And then after that, I wanted to go for engineering. And that was again a big challenge, not from my home, but from the society, because engineering, if you think, still it is thought of a field that is being dominated by men. Even today, it is there. There are some branches where it is very rare to find females, even nowadays. But when I studied, yes, the percentage was very, very less. In fact, my batch of 12th standard, I was the only girl who opted for engineering. Others went for the rest of the courses. Boys, there were many boys. More than 50% of the boys in my class, they went for engineering, but I was the only girl who went for engineering from the batch. So, and again, there were a lot of questions from the people like, why girls who study engineering? Why you're spending so much of money on her? And yes, the questions were there, but my parents were there always to support me. And I went to studying, I completed. Just after 2 years of graduation or something, I joined as a professor in an engineering college. Well, I did some small jobs even before that. But I started working as a professor in an engineering college because in those days, MTech was not the eligibility criteria. Even if you completed BTech, you could go for a teaching job in engineering. So I went there. And the sole reason behind going for a teaching job was, yes, from childhood, I liked being a teacher. But at my place where I stayed in Chandrapur, I had no other option. Because my friends, they moved to Pune, they moved to Mumbai and all to go to some IT companies. But being in Chandrapur, I had no other option. So I said, okay, let's try whatever we have in hand. And so I came to this job. But for me, this public speaking, this training and all, this was something which was imbibed in me right from school days. Right from the school age when my friends used to go for participating in events like dancing and singing and some kind of sport, I was the only person who was very much interested in participating in activities like debates, elocution, extracurricular and quiz. So my name was like by default, it was there in the list because there were very, very few students even in those days who would actually like to come to such kind of competitions. So that is actually an opportunity which I started using it to improve my communication skill, because public speaking was something like a passion for me since my childhood days. And when I grew up, when I was here doing my job as a professor, so I got a chance to work for a film for UNICEF that was a documentary film. And the director, she came from Denmark, and she wanted a lady who could do the translation because she did not know Hindi or Marathi, the languages that are spoken over here. And she just wanted someone to do it. And she said that it would be better if I get a woman for it. And it was just an accident because I went to a party and I was talking to someone in English. I just the education officer, he saw me, and then he asked my husband, like, okay, she's your wife, right? So I need a person who could do this for me. And the director has said that she needs a woman and who can do the translation work. So this is how I got it. It was just I just got an opportunity, and then that was an opportunity to work for the UNICEF, to work at an international documentary film. But more than that, I learned something. A thing that really touched my heart, because though I had some problems, like I told, I was trying to fight the stereotypes in the society, but there I realized how hard was life for so many people. The life was harder for many more girls in the society, because when I saw that girl, how she lived, how her family was living, how she had struggled to come back. She was a school dropout, and how due to some programs, the UNICEF and the other NGOs that were working in our area, how she could come back to the school. And that was really very inspiring for me. So on that day on hers, I thought that, okay, even if a small difference that I could make, especially for the girls, especially for the girls from the less underprivileged societies, especially for the girls and the women from the rural areas. And then I got a few more opportunities to work for such kind of films where I could do the interpretation work or the translation work, and I learned more about it. And then I realized that, okay, and the people, because I was also into this, people started inviting me for some small talks or some small trainings. But after being few years, okay, it was very good and people would appreciate me. And then I came to know that, okay, there was some kind like certifications. If you want to be a soft skill trainer, if you want to be a corporate trainer or such, it would be good if, if you have a certification. And where I started searching for certification courses, and eventually, like, I kept on studying, because I believe that learning should never stop. So this is how I went for different kind of certification courses, like life coach, parenting coach, career counselor, and meditation coach. So these are some of the certifications that I did. And of course, coming to the engineering side, even there, I did not, because I did not leave at the technical field. I completed my PhD in 2022. From 2018 to 2022, somewhere I was just very much immersed into my research work. And my research work was in Internet of Things, and where I combined AI and blockchain. And I was working on that, and that's nearly a span of 4 years. I was very, very busy with that. But after that, I thought that, okay, now let's come out and just share your knowledge. And there, what I began, I could write books over it. I wrote 3 books, and based on my research papers, I have more than 20 resource papers I have written 9 book chapters. But this all writing, this passion for writing actually began when I was doing my PhD. Well, even before that, I used to write, and I used to write some short articles, and I used to send to the newspapers and the magazines, but I don't know why they always got rejected. So I had no answer. I thought that, okay, when I send a resource paper to a journal, they reply, okay, these are the shortcomings. So this, you can edit it. So we will be publishing it in our journal. But I thought, why these newspapers or these magazines never reply? So I had stopped writing so bad. But after that, after finishing my PhD, I thought, okay, let's try again. And this time might be because I thought that because my articles were not at all being accepted in any newspapers, in any magazine, I thought, okay, there must be something lacking. Though they are not replying, there should be something lacking. The way I write. Then I started with some small journals, some small magazines, and all. Those were very new, and of course I started giving content for them. And there I developed that confidence among me. Okay, yes, I can write even on other topics besides engineering. In fact, I have written, and in the last 4 years, I guess 3 to 4 years, I have written more than 50 articles. More than 50 articles that got published in national and international newspapers and magazines, and even Edvishan Global Magazine from a few months before it started. Continuously, I contribute an article. Similarly, there is Australia, a newsletter from Australia that releases every month. I write for them on mental health. And because I believe that your knowledge just grows up whenever you write something, because yes, besides speaking, writing is something in my life. So I started writing, and I keep on writing. Every month I write articles on some or the other topic, as in technical or non-technical. But because I'm from a technical background, most of the people think that you should be speaking on a technical topic, you should be writing a technical topic, but I think that knowledge has no boundaries. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You are an engineer, so it doesn't matter that because I'm from electronics engineering, I should be always talking electronics. That must not. Because after all, we are human beings. So we have to realize what all are the requirements of the human being. Because I have written so much, even the students, like how, what all the skills the students should develop, how they should come on. Because the world, it is very competitive. It is very competitive world. Your mark sheets, I feel the mark sheets that we get, or the certificate that we get, or the diploma that we get after a course, it is just like you are entering a gate. when we go for a placement interview, it is just like you're entering the gate. And after that, you still start working. So yes, you should be studying the courses that are being taught in the college. But besides that, you need to improve your skills. So I motivate the students to, just go out of the box. I say, okay, just think out of this. And even in my class, there are many people who oppose me for this in my college, but still I do it. I see that the chalk and talk method, I just, well, sometimes it should be there, but rest of the time I have so many activities. And I know some like it and some don't like it. And there are people who, even today, they want into the traditional method where a teacher should take a chalk, should write something on the board and go out of the class. But I feel that I am not here to teach. I want my students to learn. So I have different kind of techniques, sometimes role play, sometimes songs, sometimes, group presentations. So we learn and we enjoy. And that is how, I have been conducting my classes. And this confidence I have got, especially because of the different kinds of trainings I keep on conducting. Like very recently in the last years, I was continuously conducted trainings for the rural women and the rural girls. And I must tell you, besides my certification, because as I told, my journey where that was a turning point in my life when I worked for a documentary film and realized how hard life is for girls outside my place, outside my home. It is really, really very hard. So at that time, I was very interested to know more about how rural people work and what all the government has been doing for it and how the people have been living with them. Very recently, after completing my PhD, I enrolled for MA in Rural Development. And just few months ago in June 2024, I completed my MA in Rural Development. And this helped me very much when I was conducting trainings for the rural girls and the rural women. And I conducted this for nearly 10 villages of my district. And that was really, really very, very inspiring, even for me. Because I don't know how much girls or how many women were inspired by me, but actually I was very much inspired with them. And I learned a lot being with them, because I believe that you learn at every moment, and with every human being that you come across, every moment that takes place in your life. So everything, you learn from everything, and that's what I keep on doing. And this is somewhere, I have been doing every day. Well, there have been so many of hardships, and I think somewhere that when we talk that about the terms like inclusivity, diversities, and disparities, yes, of course, for any field, and especially if you are into education, if you don't embrace inclusivity, if you don't learn to handle the diversities, and if you don't, eliminate disparities, you won't be providing education, but you will be only providing some certificate or degree. But if you really want to educate the people, inclusivity, disparities, and diversities, these are the terms you really need to understand, and you really need to work on it. But this is not happening most of the times, because yes, I faced a lot of challenges. And this, if you think that, okay, I am successful somewhere, because though I believe that I have a lot to achieve, but yes, I have faced a lot of difficulties, but a lot of challenges that I feel that these challenges are not there to tell you that, okay, let's go and say, no. These are the opportunities which tell you to stand up again, to be resilient, and to stand up and grow. And that's what I have been doing. I know there is sometimes more of a position. And in this, if they say, I don't know how many women will be agreeing with me, but the biggest enemy of a woman is always a woman. There are lots of backbiting, and in fact, the institutions where there is lots of backbiting and leg pulling, I know those institutions can never grow, but yes, that's going on. And the women, even like Nan said, like, we need to support each other. Yes, we don't. We always keep on blaming the patriarchal society. We always keep on blaming the male-dominated society, but there is no need to blame them. From my experience, I would tell, yes, the biggest thing that we can do for the upliftment of the women is supporting each and every woman around us. It doesn't matter for me. whether this woman is related to me or not, whether this woman is poor or this woman is or rich, this woman is beautiful, this woman, however she looks. It doesn't matter what is her age, what is her profession. We need to respect and we need to support each and every woman around us. And only then the terms we talk, like achieving gender equality, achieving gender equity, that can be done. So we need to actually support each other. We need to come together. We need to just give up our habits of the habits of, just like backbiting and gossiping and all that. And then I think that yes, surely we can we can grow together, and we need to grow together. We need to support each other. So thank you. That's what all I had to say from this. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. 𝗵𝗵𝗃𝗵𝗃. Yes, you are completely, I completely align with your views that we need to uplift each other. And especially before the International Women's Day, we are mostly talking about the women empowerment. So yes, once we start helping each other, that way also we can uplift, then educating, spreading awareness. And I must congratulate you that only 20% of women in India are in the STEM field, and you are one of them. So you have that talent and to pursue your dream. So yes, this way also you can encourage other women to come into this field. Actually. So through this talk show, actually we want to reach to people to share their voice and encourage and inspire others. So I think today's talk show is quite enriching in that way. The way you have shared, all of you, your stories and different perspective, 3 different speakers with different perspective of life. And views and thoughts. So actually, I am grateful hearing you all. So let's come to your rapid fire round. To-do list or flexible schedule?
To-do list.
Okay. Career growth or work-life balance?
Work-life balance. I need that more.
Okay. Spending time with your family or friends?
Family.
Leadership role or supporting others?
Of course, supporting others. But that we grow, actually. That is the greatest leadership quality that we have.
Having a photographic memory or being able to learn any skill?
Learning. Of course, learning new things.
Winning a lottery or achieving success through hard work?
Achieving success through hard work.
Attending a music festival or a comedy show?
Comedy show.
We all require humor, some sort of humor in life. Watching sports or playing them?
Sorry, the next one?
Watching sports or playing them? Means you will love to play the games or watch?
I would like to play.
Okay. Starting a new business or investing in stocks?
Starting new business.
See, women also, this regarding this financial literacy part, I have also seen women a bit having a bit taboo regarding this stock market and all other things. Even mine also not very clear ideas. Breakfast or brunch?
Brunch. That's what
Indian
I do.
or Italian food?
Indian, of course, Indian.
Cultural tour or outdoor activities?
Cultural tour.
Relaxing vacation or adventure filled?
Relaxing.
And last one, meeting new people or working independently?
New people. Meeting new
We
people.
all love to meet new people.
Yes.
So this was your rapid fire round, and I hope all have enjoyed today's session, sharing your stories and learning from each other. So hopefully we will be coming up with our next session very soon. So till then, good night for today.
Thank you so much. Good night.
Thank you all for being in today's show. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.